Welcome, guys, to week 2 of DiceNDerps Kanto KroniKales. Let's get this off here. What's going on, guys? We are missing Nif for right now. He might join us later, but for right now, he's missing. How are you guys doing?
I'm alright.
Sweet.
Good.
Cool. Creature, Salty, how you guys doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm tired, but I'm doing alright.
Salty's getting the fresh air going.
I am. I'm outside today.
Oh, okay.
Figure we're gonna hunt some Pokemon. I'm gonna be outside looking for them.
Gotta get an element on the side while he's not RPing. He's playing Pokemon Go. He's got a hot spot right next to him or something.
So I totally thought it was because you wanted to get closer to the mountains so you can go broke back with Officer Darwin. But that was just me.
Listen.
We don't need mountains for that.
Listen.
We got rooms.
What? Yeah, I mean,
it's not a beautiful movie without Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
What happens between Bobby and
you're not
I
in the mountains.
Stays between Bobby and I, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Until
like
I walk
Vegas.
over and I see it.
It's like Vegas, man.
I'm the god. I get to see everything.
No, you're the professor. Okay.
I'm the DM.
You're in
Professor Perv who wants to see everything. What the hell?
Listen, every professor's name is after a tree, which is ironic because that's what I sit in when I stare through your guys' window while you're douching.
You are so weird.
Eh,
It's such a weird thing to say.
I think I'm just weird enough for that moment.
Fair enough.
Weird enough.
Well, we'll start with Nadro. Nadro, what have you been doing this last week, man?
Trying to get back to it. I was in league.
Yeah. I was watching you play yesterday.
Miserably.
I
was out of it.
Yeah, the game that you were playing there, did you end up winning that game or did you guys lose? Because all my shit died yesterday. You were playing
Morgana, was it?
Yeah.
No, we ended up throwing that so bad.
Yeah, because you guys came back.
Yeah,
And then
we
he was
were
awesome.
down, we were really bad, really far behind, and then yeah, we just threw 3-4 team fights in a row.
Rip.
Yeah, I was kind of tired. And I subsequently just started
Oh my
solo
God.
farming.
Yeah. I just can't. I got a couple buddies at work right now who are playing a lot of League, and I just every time I'm like, yeah, I'll play some League, and then I watch something, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I don't play League. I'm
You find
perfectly
something just
fine
to put
watching
you
it.
off.
Yeah, I can watch it all day. I love watching the esports side of stuff, but I can't. Every time I'm like, I have no idea what this item does. I don't know how to build this person, and then I suck, people suck. So yeah.
Also, no, I sent Salty guides for it. There's a YouTube channel that does 101 guides to champions, and then I give him a bunch of links for build paths, mastery and rune page paths,
Yeah.
and ability leveling pathing.
Yeah, I think what's really great about it is the community is so big that if you really wanted to, if that was what you wanted to at least get decent at, you could find guides and things to do well in. But
Yeah.
I'm always I want you to teach me on the spot while we play. I don't want to take the hour to read this thing and then kind of test it out. But then I always do terribly bad. So
Yeah, no, wow. I think you're finding you're playing Brand when you're specifically mid,
yeah.
so you're doing pretty good in Brand. But it's just learning how to play that specific champion against multiple different champions because they all got different abilities. So
Right, yeah.
you'll have to lane differently.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a rough game. Plus, I'm just not good at the top-down click. I can play an FPS game all right, unless it's CS:GO.
Yeah.
I can't play that because spray patterns and stuff. But if
Like
if my crosshair is on somebody and it will hit them no matter what, I can play the game pretty well.
In the words of Mitch, if you could shoot a gun with a mouse and keyboard,
Yeah,
he would win wars.
I'd win. I could rule the world if all real guns were fired with mouse and keyboard. You know?
Yeah.
We had weird conversations. Don't judge us.
Yeah. Salty, we'll go to you next. How's stream life? How's life?
Life is good. Streaming has been going well.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that going.
Yeah.
Life has been whatever. Nothing too exciting. Just kind of living the day. I've been doing. As you guys were talking about League, been playing some League of Legends here and there, trying to figure it out.
Are you doing it off stream?
Yeah, I do it off stream.
Yeah.
I prefer not to fail while I'm doing on stream.
Yeah.
And but yeah, the guides that he sent me were amazing. I mean,
Oh,
they're
nice.
really good. really helpful, which has been awesome. So hopefully I'll keep at it. I'm only playing against AI with other people.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure it out, what do you do. Of course, nobody in the matches that I go into know what the hell they're doing. So I think we're all in the same playing field, which is nice.
Yeah.
I just have to get over the fact that it feels real slow. To me, it feels like a really slow game, and I'm just like, oh, come on, let's go. I wanted this to speed up.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's pretty much been it.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting.
Last night I was, before I left to go bowling, I was talking with Salty on Twitter, and I decided I'd try and trigger all the Star Wars fans. So I tweeted that Jar Jar Binks is the best Star Wars character ever created. And some people, like, they didn't get, like, no one got, like, super mad, but some people posted some really funny stuff. Like, Error posted that did him worse than what Irma did to his house. And like people were saying some funny stuff. It's so funny how there's no, I can honestly say, like, you know how, like, with League, I feel like there's, like, no fan of, like, if you're a fan of League of Legends, like, you fucking love that shit, and you will defend that thing till you die. It's the same way that people are with soccer. Like, soccer fans are the craziest soccer fans, like, or just the craziest fans in general. And then, like, if you look at Dr. Disrespect, like, his following, like, they are the fucking craziest people. Like, they will back that guy. Like, if he murdered people, they'd be like, "What's up, man? What's going on? Dr. Disrespect is still #1 streamer in NA. Like, he's just world champion." Like, people would still back him. And then when you go into movies, it's Star Wars. Like, if you like Star Wars, you either love Star Wars or you hate Star Wars. There's, like, no middle. You're not, like, I feel like I'm kind of the middle ground where I'm like, but I feel like I'm more leaning on the side of, like, not liking it than enjoying it. So it's really funny. You can trigger some Star Wars fans pretty quick. Like, one of the things was, like, he was talking about how the younger Anakin was like ruined the movies, and I was like, oh, I loved him. Like, he was my favorite part. And it's just fun. People are crazy. Star Wars fans.
Bacon basically failed me when he said that.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We can no longer be friends.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, it's not my thing.
I even unsubbed because I was so angry.
Damn, I knew it. Well, how's that going too? How's September going for you?
Good. Yeah, actually, it's been going pretty well. Gotten a few subs here and there.
Yeah.
So it's so awesome that Twitch is offering half off all new subs in September. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a great time for all these people who've been kind of holding off and they're not sure what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, yeah, do it.
100%. Yeah, I love it. It's super cool. It's a super cool idea. We'll see what else they do, because they, with Amazon's backing, they seem to really be pushing, like, helping the streamers make money so that they're there more often, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be doing a lot more for the streamers. And I think with the huge push Amazon is doing right now, they know that this is the market to go in.
Mm-hmm.
The place to be is going to be Twitch for these games, offering more stuff through Prime, which is really awesome. Discounts.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. Everything gets pushed to Twitch, which is great.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome.
Twitch is the place to be with it for gaming right now.
Yeah. Or Facebook Live. Anyway.
Or Facebook Live for some, yeah.
Yeah. Creature, how you been doing? How's your day going? Or
Not
week?
too bad. Yeah, no.
Huh?
I'm trying to find a house that's not in a neighborhood of meth heads or shootings.
Oh God.
So it's great. It's fun. House hunting is the best.
I always thought house hunting would be. You got a clapper over there, Nadra? You just clap your hands, your light turn on? What happened there?
No, my mother's invaded my business.
Do you ever watch, like, HGTV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I love that shit. It's so fun to watch people. But we were talking about this actually yesterday. Like, you'll look and people will be like, oh, I'm a lawyer. And the other one's like, oh, I'm a doctor. We have a budget of $125,000. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? And then, like, the next episode is like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I sell acorn shells. And this is my wife. She's just a stay-at-home mom. And we have a $2 million budget. And you're like, what? Like, what's happening? So it's always really fun to watch those shows, though. I've thought about going into real estate myself, so it's always interesting.
HGTV.twitch, whatever.
Yeah.
Twitch.hgtv.
That'd be kind of cool. Just stream your as a real estate agent. Be interesting.
IRL stream.
But other than that, like, how did you play yesterday? Did you play D&D yesterday with your squad?
They played yesterday. I did not because I was feeling sick, so I sat out.
That's no fun. Well, I'm glad you're somewhat feeling better at least to do this, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Would have been really depressing to have to feed Drew to some Pokemon.
yeah. And then Castle, you're here in Oregon. You're in the next room. Over. Oh no! I shouldn't have mentioned it.
God.
I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah.
Hi guys.
So I have no one to talk to now. He's just an empty computer.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. This is what happens when you have a little brother, I guess.
God damn it. Oh man, you know I'm a clown, bro. That makes it too much fun for me.
Yes.
I didn't know you moved your boyfriend that quickly.
Hey man.
Look, we
I know,
move.
that was quick.
We move fast around here. We move fast around here.
Hey. Don't judge.
We
you're jealous.
went to Comic-Con yesterday.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. We went
Fucking
bowling.
Packed.
Yeah.
Ew.
Comic-Con was packed. There's a lot of people there. I would probably say like 50% of the people that were there were cosplaying too. It was nuts. There's a lot of people.
It was Saturday, which is masquerade day and shit. So.
Yeah. And then we went bowling and with Bodies and my buddy Ray. Bodies
Fucking
just
whooped
wrecked
our
us.
ass.
Dude,
I don't really play.
he had like we played 4 games, I
He had
think.
like 5 strikes in a row
Yeah.
twice.
It was nuts.
Insane.
The guy was crazy. And then we went and got some late night macaroni at Montage. But
That was good as fuck.
what else was I gonna say? We saw It on Friday.
Fuck clowns. I have a comment for everything you say.
I love that movie. I actually really
It was
did.
so good. It
I
was
really liked
really good. But god damn it, fuck clowns.
Do you guys like horror movies? Anyone? Any of you 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Oh yeah, love them.
if you haven't seen it and you have the opportunity to go sometime soon, like go see it. It was so it was funny. Like it was actually like on like a comedy level, it's actually hilarious. Like it was really really funny. And then the story, like the plot was really really good. There's a clear beginning, middle, and end. All the characters had arcs, whether some of them had a little bit more and some of them had a little bit less, but they all had arcs that made sense for them. The jump scares were decent. It probably could have been like it played more on the creepy factor rather than like terrifying, like scary. Like I don't know, but they did a really good job also of like hinting at certain things that were happening behind closed doors that they didn't necessarily show you, but you could infer that they were happening.
There's this bunch of shit that we missed. Like I saw a video on it. There's a bunch of shit that we missed.
Dude, it was good though. It was really good. Bill Skarsgård plays Pennywise and he does a great job. So
So
if you haven't
creepy.
had the chance to see it,
Shivers down my spine.
see it for sure. It was really really good. It actually in 2017, it's probably my favorite that's come out, other than Beauty and the Beast. 2 different movies, but like in the sense of judging them, but those are probably my favorite 2. And Power Rangers is probably up there because who doesn't like a little nostalgia? That's not Power Rangers.
Yeah. What the?
Go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Really? Fuck you all. You all can go kill yourselves.
Wait, that was
That was
That
definitely
wasn't
part-
even
yeah. That was just like a
Not even
random
close.
sound.
You all can go kill yourselves.
Like you sound like an elk trying to like beatbox, dude.
You
Terrible.
realize I can't sing, right? Like,
Terrible.
you're all stupid.
Terrible. Salty's Simon Cowell. Terrible. Just terrible.
Terrible.
Just terrible. All right, well, let's get started on some D&D. Is everybody in Roll20? Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I mean, I'm kind of
can't wait.
after that attempt at the Power
I'm
Rangers, dude.
super
What the
excited to
fuck?
play now with our new encounter method that we made up.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
going to kill all of you.
Cool.
Uh,
Just what I wanted.
Suddenly, a wild
Another
Gyarados
planet.
appears.
Salty's Aura doesn't want to die again. She died last week.
Oh, she's dying first.
No.
Wait,
No
what?
more TPKs.
Oh, it's-
Her character in Tales of the Have-Nots died last week.
Oh my.
It's the first character I've ever lost in D&D, and I'm really upset about it.
Wow.
You're welcome.
They can
Was it Castle's
TPK
fault?
me.
I didn't TPK. I just killed you, and then everyone else was just like, "Well, we could start all new characters." And I'm like, "Yeah, I totally could write a whole campaign in 5 days. It's cool."
Same campaign. You just got to start them from somewhere else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same world, I should say.
Yeah, same world, but it'll be interesting. Let's get started on some Kanto Chronicles.
Okay, so the one thing I don't remember necessarily is some HP for your Mons.
Mine's down. Mine's fainted.
It is fainted?
Mm.
Officer Darwin is fucked. Great. Okay. Love it.
I seem to remember I have 10 revives and 4 hyper potions though.
Yeah, for some reason I
120.
I can't remember that.
Shoot.
Was it 128 pokey or 123?
Yeah, I definitely have. It was like 126.
126.
Yeah. I got the Moonies.
I got the moves. Okay, so before we get seriously into this, it needs to be understood that during D&D prep yesterday, me and Sabacon we formulated a new encounter system. So it makes it a little harder to get through, but it also makes it a little more realistic, I guess I would say. I kind of went into a little more detail myself, and so it's not just the one patch of grass. Like, every time you guys go into a patch of grass, you do it for the entire map. There are mons that you guys are going to have to get through, and you're going to end up getting the encounters right away. Oh, god dang it! The backpack's over there, and I have the paper in there. Shit.
What a rookie.
Typical.
Alright, so last we adventured through the Kanto region. A young man by the name of Emmy casually strolled through some grass, and before him a small lizard of fire appeared. And after a little bit of battling and a super athletic double play from Officer Darwin to Emmy, the Charmander was successfully captured. So we will return you all to Route 1, where Emmy has just captured the Charmander. How are you guys feeling? What's going on here?
I think Darwin's just kind of like, I think he's somewhat sad because he could have just dropped the ball on him and caught him himself, but he wanted the Charmander, but he's happy that someone caught him. But yeah.
Anyone gonna say anything?
Yeah, I was Emmy's jubilant. The fact that he caught his first Pokemon, but on the flip side, he's kind of sad the fact that it wasn't the intended type of Pokemon that he wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
Because Emmy's goal was to be try and become a master Pokemon of the water type Pokemon, but since he got the Charmander, it's kind of like, I don't know, gone against his morals catching the Pokemon specifically. So kind of up and down at the same time. He's like still trying to figure out what he's gonna do.
And maybe Darwin sees that on his face and he like goes over to just Charmander's in the ball, right?
Charmander is in a where you see Charmander on the map would be a Pokeball.
Okay. But I probably pick the ball up then and I take it over to Emmy and I like give him a clap on the shoulder and just say, that's a mighty good job there. Good job catching that. You're the first one of us to catch a wild Pokemon. Congratulations.
I appreciate the gesture. Thank you for helping me get the Pokemon in the first place. I mean, you could have been selfish and actually caught the Pokemon yourself, but you actually threw the Pokeball back to me so I can capture it.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I can actually throw pretty well, and I look over at Drew, and he's like, even with my arthritis.
I mean, you could have threw it a little bit harder.
Like, if I would have thrown that ball harder at poor little Emmy here, I would have knocked him back so far. It was a perfect throw, as I recall.
Whatever you say, officer.
I mean, it was an underarm throw, so.
It was in everyone else's but Drew's mind a perfect sidearm throw. Because if I remember correctly, it was a crit throw, crit catch.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome.
So it was literally as perfect as it gets. And Drew is just being a little asshole, which is great.
Yeah, perfect.
Don't get me wrong. It's fantastic.
Cool. And I look at everybody else and I just say, well, shall we move? Should we go back up to town? My Nidoran here looks to be down for the count. I don't know how much help I'll be going up through the rest of this tall grass. One of you guys might need to help me out, but if I run into any danger.
And at this point, Ash is just kind of standing there like, yeah, that was a good job catching that Charmander. But I'm thinking I need to go back and figure some stuff out real quick. So why don't you guys go on ahead and maybe I'll meet up with you later.
All right. Okay.
Okay then.
Ash goes ahead and he hops down, jumps over the little cliff, and boop, goes back down to a pallet town.
Cool. Yeah, I'm like, all right, let's go, guys. And I just. So what are we rolling for everything?
So first off, is Krabby staying out? How's that working?
Yeah, I'll leave Krabby out.
All right, just make sure you move Krabby with you.
Okay.
You can move Krabby, right?
No, not at the moment.
You don't control him? Well, let's us see if it's Constance the crab.
Yes, it is.
Constance.
Nadro.
He's a constant pinch.
Hey, there you go. There you go, family.
This is the worst.
All right.
Yeah.
So at this point, I want everybody to roll a d20.
Okay.
16, 12, 19,
And then creature got 10.
10.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So I will roll. Set. It's 1, 2. It's 11, 15, 3. So, all right. So you guys just walking. I don't know. Maybe you get to the next patch of grass and you hear the rustlings around you as not one, not two. If I can just find the spray. 3 Rattata will appear around you all in different locations.
Okay. Well, so like we can see them as we're looking through the grass or whatever, or we can see that they pop up. And I look to the group and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be much help here because, like I said, my Nidoran is down for the count. So,
TKO.
Good luck here. Protect me, please.
As the young, eager person of the party, I take point. I'll say I'll go in first, since my Krabby's already out. I might as well take point.
Cool. I'll take a step over here and let him go. Let him do his thing.
Approach the grass patch. I start going through, searching through, and then I accidentally bump into the Rattata.
All right.
I already proud. I shot
Before
Krabby.
you can attack, Everyone else needs to get in their positions. Ready to go.
Cool.
I know Constance was slightly hit from the prior engagement with the Charmander.
Right.
I
Not
don't
too
remember-
bad, right?
I don't remember what it was.
I'll scroll up and look. I'll find it.
Because he took, was it half damage, wasn't it, from Charmander?
Yep.
The weakness, is it?
He's correct.
Wasn't effective.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Drew, where exactly do you? I'm assuming you're going to throw out Bellsprout. So where exactly would you want Bellsprout to be?
But yeah.
Damn, that's a hell of a throw. Go ahead and make a strength check for me. I'll give you halfway.
You took like 10 damage.
You took 10 damage.
Oh, I did, yeah. I think.
Bellsprout will be there. Where do you want Ponyta, Mr. Bobby?
What the heck?
I have no idea.
Choose now, hurry.
Are we all going? Are we all battling the same Rattata?
This is an encounter. This is 3 Rattata
Right.
have popped up. All 3 of you are
Oh, I
simultaneous.
see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a real
Wherever they're
real-
at are close to us. Okay, okay.
It's like a real D&D encounter, but with Pokemon.
So put one near the top right.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check for me to see how far you throw it. And now remember, you're throwing a straight throw, so being too high might not be so good either.
I hope I'm doing this right. I'm clicking on strength, right?
Yeah.
Yes, on your character sheet. Your character sheet, not like your Pokemon's or anything's.
You are perfectly strong enough.
Strength 20. Okay. Oh, wait. There it goes. Come up here. Boing.
Overshot him.
Yeah, just a bit.
Not a bad thing though.
So everyone go ahead and roll initiative now for your mons.
Oops. I always do the wrong one.
I think you did it. Oh yeah, you hit the wrong one. Yeah, no problem. Just hit the name on him. Yeah, yeah. Oh, goes from a crit down to a fail. Rip.
Damn.
7. Descending order. Constance is going first.
Nice. So, I once might obviously Constance use vice grip against Rattata. So, throw it out, vice grip.
That doesn't hit.
Rip.
Oh no.
6 doesn't hit.
So close. Cool.
Next up, we got this guy over here. So he's gonna go 5 feet. He's gonna go ahead and attack you with a bite attack. Roll 1d20 plus. Is that 3? 4. Holy shit. I mean, 10.
Misses.
Roll. Next, this Rattata is gonna go 5, 10, 15. Boom. He's gonna do something identical. Roll 1d20 plus 4. Crit.
Oh my gosh.
So he's gonna roll for damage on Ponyta. 1d4 plus 2 and a 1d4 plus 2. So roll d4 plus 2. Oops, I didn't put roll. That would have been bad. So 3. Man, that's funny. Goes from a crit to a crit fail.
Dude, that's happened. Yeah, it's happened twice now.
And 5. So it does 8 damage to you. To your Ponyta.
So now I'm at 20.
Now you're at 20.
You just stomp.
Unless you did you
stomp
ever
his
get
reps.
healed after the last battle?
I don't think
I
he.
have no idea.
I don't think he
I don't
ever
think
got
so.
hit. To be honest, I'm pretty sure he just stomped these guys' out.
All right.
I remember him just murdering Pidgeys and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true. All right. You're right. So he's at 8. 20. 20.
20.
Not 8. He took 8. All right. Bellsprout. Do your thing.
My Bellsprout's gonna use Vine Whip.
Doesn't hit.
Damn it. That's it.
All right. Ponyta.
You can do it, Ponyta. You can do it.
Yeah, I think like while everything's going on, I'm like without being able to see everything because some tree blocking me and stuff. I'm just like, is it safe for me to come in there yet? Are we done? What's going on?
It hasn't even been 6 seconds yet. Calm down, officer.
You know, all the fights that have been happening, these guys have been destroying things. So
Just rustling in the bushes.
yeah.
We're not done yet. Just be patient, old man.
All right. Well, shit.
We're almost there, old guy. Hold on.
Oh, now you're gonna Bob? What the hell, Bobby? Why you calling me? You're calling me old now too?
We're both old. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. It's
all
all
right.
good.
All right, you little shit.
Hey, Bobby, you want to make your Ponyta do something though?
Maybe.
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit, but at least you tried. So next is this one here next to Krabby.
Rip.
It's gonna come over and it's gonna attack the Krabby. Roll 1d20 plus 4. 19.
Hit. Damn it.
You taking half damage, though, right?
3. So I'm doing really good at hitting you guys, but I'm not doing so much damage.
So does that takes half damage, right? Because it's Krabby.
No.
No, it was because of the
Fire.
It was because of the fire. Oh, okay.
So yeah.
You take 3 damage.
Yeah.
And you said he had taken 10 earlier.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
down to 15.
Yeah.
15. All right.
Cool. And I believe it's
Hold on, Constant. Just hold on.
Constance, go ahead and give it another go.
Use bubble this time.
nice. Hey, you just gotta change it up sometimes.
4 damage.
Nice hit there, Constance. Keep it up.
That with the bubbles exploding with more impact than a normal bubble should, rendering the Rattata in front of you unconscious.
Nice.
Good job, Constance.
So proud.
So since we're doing it like a D&D encounter, can he also then move Constance towards another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just you gotta remember your
Move speed.
Ron's movement speed.
Mhm.
Would you like to move or?
Yeah. I'll move to the Rattata that's attacking Bellsprout. Do I need to roll?
No, you can just move him, I think.
It's dependent on how much like movement speed you actually have on land.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look for Krabby.
30. It's just 30 foot on 30 foot, and then swimming's 20 feet.
Yeah, so you can move 30 feet per turn.
Is that 3 squares? It's like 3 square blocks, right?
Now each square block is 5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So you can easily get him there, yeah.
Yeah, that's 20 feet. Yeah, you're good.
I say Constance, move to Bellsprout and assist.
Okay.
He's in position.
Wreck him, dude.
Next Rattata. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna take another bite attack at the Bellsprout because
Makes sense.
Survivability 20.
That hits.
I would assume so. Jesus,
Twee.
I'm doing that a lot right now.
Get wrecked.
Wait, what was your Pokemon at?
My Pokemon's dead.
That's what I thought. So the other Rattata is gonna make an attack at the Ponyta. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. 19.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
These Pokemon get these Pokemon get a lot stronger up here, I guess.
It seems that way.
The wilds.
So does 6 to Ponyta.
All right, so I'm at 14 now.
My Rattata's out here flexing.
Cool. Whose turn is it? Bellsprout.
Bellsprout.
Whip him into submission, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna just roll. 12.
I think a 12 might hit him.
It hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barely.
Tweet.
Nice.
You just like hitting it right on the edge, don't you? Yes, you hit it and it barely knocks it out. Barely.
All right, now it's Ponyta's turn.
Ponyta.
Wreck him, dude. Oh, does 12,
That's-
11 hit?
Doesn't hit.
So close.
Damn.
Constance, it's your turn.
I'll move up.
Yeah, you can move in. You can move and attack.
Move up to assist Ponyta. Is he still capable of attacking?
Yes.
Okay, same. So I go, Constance, use Vice Grip.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Sweet. 3 damage.
Again.
Just enough.
Maybe something in Emmy's heart has softened his Krabby for. He has not killed
Yeah.
Amon today, but he simply knocks another one unconscious.
Good job, Constance. Good job. Keep up the good work.
And with that, the battle comes to an end. The 3 wild Rattata
Awesome.
strewn across the floor.
So I'm like, all right. Did you guys finish it? Look, I can't see Krabby anymore, or Constance. Sorry. Is it good for me to come in?
I turn to Darwin and say, yeah, it's all safe. It's all clear. The path's cleared. The wild rat have been taken care of.
All right then. You guys seem to do quite nicely. I move up through the grass, like, kind of like, looking at these guys with, like, admiring them or whatever. And then I just kind of like,
Or whatever.
and just continue to walk up. I'm trying to go to town so I can heal up my Nidoran.
I follow suit. I proceed through the grass patch with Darwin as like a bodyguard type of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's a bodyguard again.
Yeah. I'm old and I'm a bodyguard. Yeah, so we go.
Well, do you guys? I'm assuming. Well, I don't want to assume. You guys gonna leave your Pokemon out, or how you gonna return them in their Pokeballs for the next?
I'm gonna return mine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what we can
I'll
do
try.
is everyone can obviously have that option, but do we want to say, like, does anybody want to say, like, every time they're going to stay out, like they're going to stay out the majority of the time, or they always go back into the Pokeball when they're done? Like, for me, my Nidoran's, like, always going to stay, or come in back into the Pokeball. That's how I've seen, like, 95% of the trainers do it, and that's how I'm going to continue to do it. Is
Yeah,
just bring it back in.
Ponyta, same thing with mine.
I Okay,
We're the
I'm gonna
old
leave.
generation. We're the older generation.
we're the
We know,
old
yeah,
school.
we know how it goes. Yeah.
We old schoolers know
We
how to
haven't-
do this
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Don't go
leave
against the grain here, friends.
I'm gonna leave Constance out. Even regardless, I try and return him to Pokeball. He seems to refuse.
Oh god, it's a new Pikachu.
Yeah, he's already used to staying out of his Pokeball, so he's kind of not wanting to go back in. So I
You
just
better
let him
start
sit
training
out.
your Krabby better. All right. So you go cross the threshold as you enter Viridian City.
Awesome. And I'm just gonna go, straight into the Poke Center. Not really. I think I had already told him that's what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna go in there so I can heal up my Nidoran. I'll just look at him and just be like, I'll be right back, guys. I wasn't much help back there, and I feel like if we're gonna continue on our adventure today, which I suggest we do, I need to heal up my Nidoran so I can be of assistance. I'm like,
All right then, Darwin.
yeah, and I look at Bobby, and I'm like, Bobby, is your Bonita fine, or does she need some healing too?
No, my Bonita needs some healing.
All right. And then I look behind me towards Emmy, and I say, does Constance need healing? And I'm going to go and try and, pat Constance on the shell, on his head.
Roll animal taming.
All right. Like animal handling.
I
Yeah.
said to Darwin, it was he's a bit
Yeah.
battle hardened.
21?
Ooh.
Yeah. So Constance kind of looks at you as your hand reaches out and then kind of moves into it.
Yeah, so I just kind of pet him, and I'm like, I look at Emmy, and I'm like, you have a mighty fine crabby
Crab.
here. Yeah, yeah, you have mighty fine crabs here.
I turn to Darwin and chuckle as he says that. I goes, yeah, he's great. He's great.
He's a
so far.
champ.
Yeah,
And then I follow suit and try and pat Constance on the head.
Go ahead and roll your animal handling.
Where would that be
Did-
on?
it's gonna be under the
Character
skills.
sheet?
Yeah, and it'll be under skills for Emmy. Does he get advantage since it's his Pokemon, or just
Sure.
Oh, animal handling, right?
Yeah. 13.
Mm,
No.
not so much. Krabby, oh gosh. I want you to, okay. Krabby kind of, or Constance, I should say, kind of looks at you for a second and then kind of snips one of its, what are they called? Pincers at you.
I'm like, ow! What are you doing? You're supposed to be my Pokemon. Why are you treating? Why are you treating the other trainers better than me?
The internal struggle.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Charizard all over again. Damn it. And I'm kind of reserved. And then I regain my composure and go, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to take some time to get used to each other so that we're comfortable. Constance.
All right, so everybody is going in the Pokemon Center, from what I understand,
I think all, yeah.
right,
Although,
Drew?
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Correct.
Although before going to the Pokemon Center, I pulled Bobby to the side to discuss something.
All right. Well, I'll go forward so you guys can have this. Or I'll go in here, I guess, away from being able to hear you.
Okay.
So I started talking to Bobby. I go, as you know, my original plan was to become a Pokemon trainer for water types.
No, it's-
And I don't know if you noticed, but I was jubilant, but I was kind of disappointed and displeased the fact that I caught a Charmander because he's a fire type. And I say, during the battle, watching your Ponyta fight the Rattata, I couldn't help but see that Ponyta was kind of struggling fighting Rattata, and I was willing to trade you my Charizard Oh, Charizard, Charmander. Sorry, Charizard. See, yeah, my Charmander, if need be, because I know I know that you wanted fire type Pokemon specifically, and I was just seeing if you wanted to take Charmander off my hands at some point, because I would like to become a master Pokemon trainer for water types.
Sure, I would love that. I could always go ahead and use more fire now.
Yeah. Okay then.
Will this harm me later on down the line? Is the real question.
I wouldn't think it would. I mean, as you know, Charmanders can be a handful depending, but I trust in your skills being an older folk. You can handle these sort of Pokemon that might be a handful. Yeah, that might
All right.
develop into hasty situations.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. That'd be a good idea, especially knowing that you want to master water type.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
So can I ask a question, like out of character? Are you requesting anything of Bobby? Like if you're giving him Charmander, are you requesting for him to give you something in return?
Yeah, I would say in the future, if you do come across a water type Pokemon of any sort of water type Pokemon, would it be possible if I can in like a sort of like arrangement trade whereby I give
Right.
you
So it'd be
Charmander.
so basically you want to trade now,
Yeah.
and then when I find something, then trade it back to you. Or trade you the water Pokemon. Yeah,
So basically, you're saying like,
that works for me.
I'm doing you this favor. You come to me on the day.
You come
of
to
my
me
daughter's
now, and then later on, you know, we
I will-
trade a little bit here. Yeah,
Later, I will call upon you
Yeah.
for a favor.
Exactly.
I like your style, and I will accept this trade.
All right, so go ahead. We're gonna come over here. Did I make a character sheet for Charmander? I didn't. Let's go ahead. Let's make a character sheet real quick. Dun.
If you want to give me the character sheet, I can add all the Charmander stuff to him while you're DMing.
Just make it player's journal, can be edited and controlled by, and I'll take you off the edit and controlled by later.
Yeah.
But for now, just give it to you both. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. As far as the actual token goes, I need to do that because you guys don't have the page for it. But I didn't even put it on the page. I'll do that later. But for now, y'all enter the Le Pokémon Center. Cha-cha. And you notice it's empty.
Wait, wait, what? No.
This is what happened last time.
What? Oh, are you saying it's different? Are you saying?
Wait.
Are you saying? Are you saying that there's a surprising story development in which you had not foreseen? Huh.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh my God.
DMing.
Well, fuck. I look to these guys and like, well, I in all my days, I don't think I've ever seen a Poke Center without Nurse Joy inside. I don't know. Well, and I just kind of look around. Hello? Is anybody? Joy, are you here?
Investigation check, senor.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I turned it down like, well, aren't you supposed to be a cop? You
I'll
know,
look at
why
my-
don't you go and have a look around?
Right, that is exactly what I'm doing. 14.
I mean,
All right. So, if anyone else wants to like do investigation checks, see if you guys find anything out of the ordinary.
I'm kind of exhausted, so I walk over to the table and just take a seat and just wait because my constance isn't isn't really like really badly
I
damaged.
hate
It's
so.
just just like slightly niggled. So I just take a seat at the table and just wait.
I totally forgot that Constance isn't in a Pokeball.
It's fun. We don't need. I mean, we don't need to see it if you don't do it now.
Tiny Constance. Okay, so Drew and Officer Darwin. Drew sees it first, and Officer Darwin picks up on it a little bit after she does. She almost immediately goes and sees behind the desk there's a few signs that if you really are looking for them, you are easy to notice. But if you just kind of walk in and don't really care, you wouldn't notice, are signs of struggle.
And you said me and so
Darwin and Drew.
And I look at Drew and I can tell that she sees the same things. I'm like, is there anything specific that I can like reference? Like, is there like something that broken or out of the ordinary?
The way the Pokemon Center machine has like, well, we'll get to that part last. So there's the like pencils and other things. Like Nurse Joys are usually pretty neat at their desk, and everything seems to be kind of like it was like shoved out of the way. The chair seemingly like fallen over, where if you were at the front of the Pokemon Center, you just couldn't see it behind the desk. You can now see as you walk up to it, it's fallen over. There's a glass, like it looked like it used to be water, that is on the ground, shattered, and then there is a red smudge on the back corner of the healing machine.
Red. I don't know. So I guess I'll reference that. I'll just say, Drew, do you see that on the healing pod there? Do you see that red? What is that?
I don't know.
And I'll move closer.
Go ahead
There's
and make it.
supposed to be a Nurse Joy. There's always a Nurse Joy. My brothers tell me there's a Nurse Joy all the time. Who nurse naps a Nurse Joy?
Mike, just calm down. We don't know what's going on. Let's figure this out here.
Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Another one? Okay. Oh. I'm retarded, I guess.
You just... It seems like you should really know what that is, but you just, for some reason...
I touch it, and then I put it really close to Drew. I'm like, I think I know what this is, but for some reason, I don't know.
That's really
disgusting. Do you know what this is? And I push it like closer to her face, not like in her face, but like put it like super close to her eyes, almost to the point, like kind of like, you know, like when someone like pushes it in your like their phone close to your face, and you kind of have to like back up and like grab their hand to like move it backwards or whatever. That's kind of like what I did.
As Drew is hit by the irony scent of the red liquid on your hand, she finds herself gagging a little bit at the smell of the blood.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you touched it. That's blood. Yeah, on my face. Ha! Diseases. I came here to hunt Pokemon and become a trainer and be better than my brothers, not solve a crime scene.
Alright, well, we none of us asked for this. All of us wanted to do the same things that you do, but it looks like we got something kind of weird going on here. I look to the other two, and I'm like, I guess we got some blood on this Pokemon, on the healing pod here. I don't know whose it is, but there's got to be something wrong. I don't know what to do here, really, to be honest. We can look around more, but we can go and ask questions. What do you guys want to do?
Wait one darn second. Did you say blood? There's blood?
There seems to be some blood, and I show him my finger as well that's got the blood on it.
Don't put the finger.
Knock
it up with the blood.
Bobby, you asked about the blood. Like I had to show you.
Isn't this like contaminating a crime scene or something? Isn't that what you're not supposed to do?
Listen, there's not.
Yeah,
much.
why are you touching the blood with your finger?
Yeah,
Well,
supposed to be a police officer.
It could have been.
Where's your gloves?
It could have been
Why
something
don't you put
else,
on
like,
some gloves?
I don't have open wounds here. I'm fine with it, and I like wipe it on my pants or whatever, and I'm just like, well,
This is
y'all,
so amazing.
y'all seem to be a
as
bunch
the
of
cop-
pussies, so I'm gonna.
What kind of cop are
You
you?
can't as a pussy. Where's your growl lift?
Are you a mall cop? What the?
I'm like, listen, there's not a lot of murder here in Kanto region or any type of like this type of crime, so I don't know if I'm properly trained to deal with murder, but I seem to be a little bit in a better mindset than all you guys freaking the fuck out about this. So I'm gonna go. You guys check. No, hey, you guys giving me all this freaking. Anyway, just you guys go outside. Calm down for a second. I'll take a look around and I'll tell you what I find. If you guys want to go walk around the houses outside to see if anyone's home and has seen anything, that would be helpful. But you don't have to. I can do that later. Now I'm going to go upstairs and see if I find anything. Can I go up the escalator?
Nope.
Why? Is it? I can't walk up it?
Nope. There's a door at the top and it's closed.
Okay, so I go up.
The escalator is turned off.
Okay. I go up,
Very obvious
see that the
sign of
door's
no.
locked, and I come back down. I'm like, well, I guess that door's locked, and anyway, so I'm gonna look at the thing here, like because you said the blood was on the healing pod here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the computer
Like
and just kind of like peer over.
Like right here in this back corner.
Okay, so I'm gonna peer over and see what if there's anything like on the screen that I don't know, like maybe a message that was typed or anything like that.
It's the screen's currently turned off, and like when you like run it, it's the normal locked screen. You got to kind of update. You gotta unlock it if you want to figure anything out.
Okay, so there's like a password that's locking it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You can go ahead and try if you'd like.
No. I'm gonna walk over to this computer here then and see if there's anything on that screen.
It's the same thing for all the computers.
Okay.
It's like it's very obvious that it's been a while since anyone's
Been here.
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of then I guess I go if there's nothing. I don't really know what else to look for. And I guess I return to the group and I'm like, well, all these computers are locked out. Normally, at least the one I've seen a bunch of trainers on. So
the PC,
Yeah.
the normal PC, but it's like no one's been there in so long that it just kind of.
Yeah. So I tell him that like it seems like there's been a great deal of time that's gone by since this has happened, or at least a decent amount because no one's been here to use that PC because it's auto locked out. So I don't know really what to do here.
Is the Pokemon healing pod still active? So, like still working?
Would you like to find out?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to go over and give it a shot by rolling intelligence for me?
Yes, I will.
He's walking over to like try and heal on the pod.
He's gonna go see if he can figure out how to get it working and see if it's actually like online.
Okay. And I kind of look at him before like you even give him an answer. Like as he's walking up, I'm like, well, I think I like your idea. I mean, we do need our Pokemon healed, and I don't see what the harm will be.
So it's very obvious that the machine is online,
Mm-hmm.
and if you could figure it out, you could use it. But you just at least Emmy has no fucking clue.
All right. So do you want to tell us that or?
Okay. It seems to be online. It seems to be working, but I have no experience or no idea how to use this machine. Do
I'm
any
not
of you
trained
guys
for
do?
this.
Yeah, and I look at Drew and I'm like, you have brothers, right, who've trained Pokemon? How do you know how these healing pods work?
Well, in all the letters that they sent me when they were on their adventures, they said they'd come here and, they'd give their Pokeballs to Nurse Joy and they just, like, kind of set it in the thing and then, maybe they did it, but I'm not entirely sure if that's how that works or anything. I don't know if they wrote letters and then sometimes I'd see them on TV battling. That's really it. They don't tell me a lot. One time they locked me in a closet.
I might be able to figure this out. Hearing a lot of yada yada yada.
One time they locked me in the closet. We're gonna walk past that subject.
We're just gonna ignore that conversation and just yeah.
I slowly turn to Bobby and whisper, "What did she just say?"
And I'm like, I have no idea.
You guys hear my dog?
Yes.
Yeah, just about.
Howling in the background.
I muted myself because I was trying to figure out what that was. That was scary.
The werewolf's coming for you. It's my kinfolk.
It's a mating call.
Do your kinfolk know that you've abandoned the wild and went to a green world?
Yeah, they hate me. They are now my enemies.
They don't trust those of the green world.
No. I needed better lighting. I had to change my background.
How much time has gone by? Okay, it's been about an hour, so let's take our where are we at exactly? What's everyone doing? We're trying to figure out it's gonna.
Everyone is trying to figure out at this point
How to heal our mons.
how to possibly use this machine. So right now we'll go ahead. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll see if anyone figures it out or if you guys are
Cool.
fucking buck wild.
Yeah. All right, we'll figure it out in just a second. We will be right back. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to DiceNDerps Kanto Chronicles week number 2. For those of you guys who don't know, this is a tabletop RPG with Pokemon elements in here. We will be right back again with hour number 2 of the Kanto Chronicles. We will be right back.